Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Indigo Tarot Odyssey. How are all of you? I hope you had a nice Thanksgiving holiday. Me and Winter just got into a glitter fight. I put glitter, I was getting it ready for my nails, on a piece of paper on my back bed, and I heard dig, 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 and she was digging in the gold glitter like it was gold glitter, and it went everywhere, and it went on my face, and I just left it. I was like, dude, let's do this. Okay. And I picked her up, and she was going like that, and they were like powder puff paws filled with glitter. I'm like, all right, we got to do it. We just got to roll with it. Ian came up with a really great topic today. So, who is crushing on me? I feel like there's a whole bunch of fresh love spirit around right now, energy flowing everywhere. People are listening to each other better. They're making contact. Instead of just going on social media and becoming anonymous, they're really connecting and going through other aspects. So what we're going to do is we're going to have a 6-card pick. Oh, again, before we start, I just want to thank you guys so much for viewing and commenting. It warms my heart, all the beautiful, beautiful things you write and say. I'm serious, I cry. I'm so sentimental, and it's odd for a fire sign. You'd think I was like a Pisces, right? Or a water sign, just crying all the time. I read it. It touches my heart when you say things like, you give people the benefit of the doubt now. You wake up with optimism because you've learned to sort of re-switch your thinking patterns to, hey, why would I go up here and be like, that person's annoying me, instead, and like get louder and get crazier and get upset, when all we have to do is put the shoe on the other foot and realize people are all going through different things. And if we have a little patience and compassion, that we can disengage from it, right, and have a really chill time and be relaxed and be all Keanu, right? That's my new thing. Every time I try to envision him anytime I get head up, because it's like, what are we so concerned about? Like our image, how we're perceived. Who really cares? Everybody's so self-involved and into themselves. They really are paying very little heed unless they're in your immediate circle. So I would pay them little to no mind for sure. So what we're going to look at today is you can have, number 1 is going to be Mouse Spirit. Tend to the small things. Number 2 is Stag Spirit. Take the lead. I love that. That's my favorite card in the deck. Deer Spirit. Bring a gentle touch. Isn't that beautiful with the feathers? The artwork is sublime in that. This is funny because this is my spirit animal. Crow Spirit is number 4. Co-create with spirit. Birds are excellent navigators for us. I always pay attention to birds and stuff. They're definitely they definitely are out there with messages for us if we only look. Bobcat Spirit's number 5. Life is a mystery. Peacock Spirit is number 6. Let it shine. And I love the message of that. And Colette Baron reads cards about that, because some people are like, oh, I don't really want to stand out. I just kind of want to be an observer, and that's fine. But you can look shiny, happy, and glittery, or whatever you want, and still be a solid, grounded person. You know what I mean? You can be as fantastical as you want. And like, I remember watching Nicole Kidman in Moulin Rouge in that outfit where she has her hat at the beginning in that outfit. I'm like, I just wanted to wear that kind of hat every day. I was like, look at that hat. That hat is the bomb, right? So let's start with number 1, Mouse Spirit. And I'm going to pull a relationship, look at these, aren't they so cute? These are called affirmators in love and relationships. I adore these. So I just want you to know right now, just wait and see with things. Thoughts of love are going to wander into assumption and racing ahead into the future, which we don't need to do. It's like, what if you told them to just cool their jets and just wait and see? Okay, we don't have to have all the answers. Today you just get to put your mental chatter on pause so you can just relax. Like, take a breath and simply wait and see how things play out. You know what I mean? 24-hour pockets, right? Digestible time. We don't have to go crazy. So let me give these a shuffle, and we're going to start right now with Mouse Spirit. Oh, so this is going to be one of the attributes of who's crushing on you. And you'll know this too by how they do listen to you. They're very good at listening. I activate my receptive side and become an engaged, intuitive, professional grade listener. Supercharged, and listening gives me the ability to not only hear the words others are saying, but also to perceive the emotions hiding between the words. Armed with this knowledge, I'll be in a great position to give them exactly what they need, or if I prefer, to dominate the planet. That sounds pretty good, right? Yeah, so you'll notice around work, places you are, when you're speaking, that person is giving you their undivided attention. So really see who's doing that. They'll put their device down. They'll be looking directly at you. Eye contact, body language will be big. They'll be facing you. They'll really want to take in everything that you're saying, because what you're saying is important to them. So yeah, they're going to be an excellent listener. That's important. You ever see people out at restaurants and one of the couple is speaking to the other one, and one's face is just in their phone, and you know they are checked out. It's the saddest thing to me, because that's one of the most important things for people intrinsically, is to just be heard, right? Otherwise, that's so dismissive. If you're looking over their shoulder or looking at a device or staring away from it, it's basically saying, well, what you have to say is not important, and it's very insulting, right? So let's get a idea of who is crushing on you. Who's crushing on a mouse spirit? Temperance. Oh, wow. If you go to church, I feel like this is somebody in your church. I'm hearing that very loudly. Four of Cups. I feel like people at your local cafes and restaurants, and maybe somebody like that. Ace of Cups, new beginning. Wow, I like this a lot. Yeah, I'm hearing venues like larger venues, museums. Definitely like museums and big structures, buildings, people in your place of work. Yeah, because I'm hearing architecture and structure. So if you work in buildings, places like that, so co-workers, people in restaurants, cafes, stuff like that. Temperance, people that go to your church as well, and also connected with your family. And this person, the mix of this is beautiful, because I take this into account, not only the places, but the messages of the person's personality type. I feel like they're very subdued and chill, but very relatable. You know what I mean? They're not over the top and things. They don't have to, they're not loud or garish or overly gregarious, or have to consistently have the center stage. You know what I mean? They're not an attention seeker at all. In fact, that's why you're hard pressed to know that they're interested at all, because of their, you know, their innate quietude and their resistance to come out into the light. But they're someone who has a lot of intellect, and they're a bit of a homebody, so they don't have they feel like they don't have a lot of adventure stories of when I went here and I did this type of thing, because they're more at home, they're reading, and they're gamers. They like to play video games and things like that. Let's get an energy card read on that for what's going on. Oh, Angel of Balance. Yeah, with Temperance, this person is very, very together. I feel like, who is the guy in The Hobbit that is the he's the writer. He's actually ends up being the king of the humans. That fellow, like really quiet, laid back, but in a pinch is going to come out with solutions and be super, super helpful, because they're very grounded and together. You know what I mean? They maintain and retain their energy until it's needed, right? So the Angel of Balance says, being centered and self-honoring in your choices. This loving presence hold a pitcher of liquid light in front of the pyramids, reminding you a strong destiny. Ooh, look at that liquid, looks awesome. Relies on a solid foundation and personal balance of emotional equanimity. Although things may have been out of sync in the past, this card is telling you that a greater equilibrium is now coming into your life. Remain conscious about how you are balancing your goals and your physical and emotional energy as well. Whenever you feel yourself getting off center or losing focus, call upon this beautiful angel and bring her intention into your heart center. Your intuition will lead you in the right direction, and the angel will guide you to a peaceful and centered approach. Again, I'm feeling like you're going to be able to follow your intuition and get the messages that you know this person is in your periphery, and they want to approach you. They're sort of near you. I feel like your guides will give you little messages. You'll feel when somebody's looking at you, feel when somebody's approaching you. But because this person with Temperance and Angel of Balance is exceedingly self-preserving and mellow and calm, yeah, it's someone who's never off balance, because they're not pulled or swayed by other people's emotions. They don't let anything influence except for their own thoughts, which is really cool. That's a really good balanced way to be. Again, that's why they're such an excellent listener, because they have this inner balance and peace about them, and they radiate that. That's lovely. So that's you guys. Beautiful. If you're new, don't forget to press like and subscribe, and also press the little bell so you get the notifications when the new videos are up. You guys should go check out my Patreon page. We had a fun little chat. We had chat night there last night, and some of the artwork is up for everything. Yeah, it's really coming along really nicely, so I'm excited. Yeah, we're really building on that. And if you need any private reads, just go to the links below. All my information's there, and my my Etsy store. I have all the jewelry on there. I I think I have all these rings because everybody's like, I love your rings, I love your stuff. I just put a whole bunch of beautiful collar necklaces on there. They're mind-blowing. There's this stuff called solar quartz, and it looks like a rainbow crystal, and it pops. I just was staring. I'm like, I don't even want to list this. I want to keep it. But I told myself I want people to have really cool stuff for the holiday season. And this stuff is unbelievable. So, okay, so that was you guys, Mouse Spirit, lovely. Yeah, tend to the small things. This person is a substantial, high-value person, which is really, really nice. So let's go on to Stag Spirit. Number 2 is take the lead. So let's see what one of their qualities are. Ooh, the best quality. Nice. Honesty. This heralds a wonderful time of rooting yourself in complete and total honesty. It might seem scary to tell the truth all the time with everyone about everything, but when you practice radical honesty, you can stop hiding and start relaxing. Absolutely right. You don't have to remember anything if you're always telling the truth, for sure. The best part is honesty from you inspires honesty from others. That results in a rootin' tootin' trust parade, and everyone's inviting except the bagpipe players, but you know they'll show up anyway. Oh my God, I love bagpipes so much. Yeah, so this person, and this can pertain to also a reminder to us to be honest. Whenever I feel like, especially on social media, that things get so explosive and so overexposed that there's a lack of reality in that. You know what I mean? People can spend hours and hours doing their makeup. There's all these false backdrops. There's all this stuff that goes on. So people can be like, wow, look at this Shangri-La, when actually you could turn around. It could be somewhere in the projects. You know what I mean? So you never really know. Everything has multi-layers to it in this cosmos. People that are so busy trying to present themselves in a certain way aren't really out there living their lives if they have to document everything every second. But again, we have to have sympathy and empathy for these people, that because it only stems from a bit of an insecurity. They are trying hard to be accepted and illuminated and elevated. So it's a strange kind of phenomenon, but it goes on. You know, it happens. So again, when we see people, instead of getting mad and going, I wish they would get their face off of there or whatever, why are they posting every 5 minutes about this car, that car? Just, you know, people need to feel that it's a great human need to feel like you're not invisible. That's all it is, right? You ever, like, I can't imagine what it'd be. I've never had this happen to me, but I've seen it happen to people I'm with, to walk in a room and feel utterly invisible. Have somebody look over, glance, and like hardly look at you for a millisecond and look away. It's very dismissive and it's very insulting. And then I would always turn to whoever that was affecting and how that makes them feel. And it is horrifying and it's terrible. So always, regardless of somebody, even if they're so beige they blend in with trees, nobody wants to feel like they're invisible just because they're dressed that way or they're unassuming looking. Always, any face you come across, offer them a smile or the recognition that I actually see you as another human being, right? That's so cool. That's that. Let's pull some cards and see what else is going on. I love that. Honesty is one of the, you know, that's again when I'm always talking about Hale about you know, honesty, authenticity, integrity, and love, for sure. Like, I feel that authentic people, I'm so comfortable around that. I mean, because I'm such a goober and a goofball, and I'll laugh at anything, and I love a good time. And even if I have to be somewhere, or like it's highly structured and I have to be really dressed up and it's formal, whatever, I don't feel structured and formal ever, really, seriously. Like, because I take everything with a grain of salt, and I know everything's temporary too. I know I could be hanging out in my slippers and my flannels and be just as happy. But I do, you know, so I like theater. I mean, I almost went into the acting thing when I won this modeling contest in Beverly Hills. I almost overlapped that into acting and commercials because people were like, your voice is very resounding. It would be great for that. But it was so funny at that age when I was 19, 20. I laughed every time I got in front of the camera. I was not comfortable with it at that age. You know what I mean? So that wasn't meant for me. So I got to travel a different path. Wow. Okay, so this person, this is very interesting. We have the Ten of Swords, the Three of Swords, and the Magician. This person's going through a transformation right now. Like, they are coming into some self-awareness. They have just, they've gone through some bitter, I feel like, custody battles. They've gone through bitter, all kinds of stuff, legal disputes, stuff like that, and their heart just feels like it's wrung out and just left to dry, right? Also, these people have gone through tragedies. I feel like they have gone through rehabs. They've gone through a lot of things, self-struggles, because while they were coming to this path of self, like, I can hardly swallow when I think of this person. Yeah. My mouth tasted like really bitter for a minute, so there was some kind of weird like drug use or something, they overcame that. Heartache, they overcame that. Interfamily problems, things like that, they came over that. Boom, the Magician. I feel like they got a second chance through some form of not organized religion, but again, things like spirituality, knowing about energy, knowing about the esoteric, knowing that everything is karma. I feel like it's more of a Buddhist approach that they started to take, and they realized, wow, I don't need any of these drugs or these things to have a temporary band-aid that then offer a backlash later, misbehavior, so you fall and you accept the wrong kind of love, where people then have codependency and all kinds of issues with that. They started to do some real inventory inside, and they realized, wow, I am of value. I just went through a hard time. Because this is what people, you always have to, whatever's going on with somebody, wait and see. I never judge a book by its cover. I always wait and see. People have to walk through that field of nightmares before they get through that field of dreams. In a lot of cases, 20s and 30s is a formative time as your adulthood and what you want to accomplish. And now in this more world, instead of, wow, what I already have is perfect. It's nice if new things come my way. I'll share, I'll evolve, I'll do this and I'll do that. But in your 20s and 30s, there's a maturity and an understanding that sometimes isn't reached early enough about all that's important is that we're authentic, we love each other, we share, and we respect the earth and each other, right? But that policy hasn't sunken in yet. But now it has, so they have a kind of magic. These people you're going to see, they're very chill. It's funny, I feel like they wear earthy stone jewelry. They're very cool. I feel like a lot of these people are baristas. They work in artistic fields. I feel like a lot of them, too, they work at... Again, I'm hearing like structures. I feel like they do some volunteer work, stuff like that. Coaches, things like that. And they now want to do, like, they do Little League, they do all kinds of fun stuff. And I'm hearing firemen, stuff like that. I feel like a lot of, and again, my heart goes out. Bless all you guys in California and all you firefighters doing what you can in this horrible situation that is going on there. It really is. It's historic and it's tragic and stuff. So that's why I'm really hearing that too. I feel like, yeah, these firefighters, I'm going to have to change out because I'm too plugged into that, are going through struggles that, you know, in the day when they see things and they observe things and death, it weighs heavy on them. So a lot of times they turn to drink and other substances to sort of quell that feeling. But now they're breaking through that because they realize that where it's at is what's your soul's purpose, right? You were made to rescue, help, and heal people. And because of that, you have to turn that leaf and realize everything is temporary. Loss is temporary. Life comes and goes in all different energy forces. We come into this place, we leave this place, we come back another time. All these things, these understandings. So this person has a keen understanding of that, and that's beautiful. So let's pull a strategy. Ooh, let's see what that's all about. Okay. Yeah, again, I try not to mention stuff like that because I actually it's weird. I feel like I get pulled into a kind of vortex of that because the energy is so palpable. What's going on there right now, I just feel, you know, it's such a hurried urgency to help, heal, find, rescue. It's very, very intense. So yeah, a lot of these people work in those type of fields where they help, rescue, heal, all kinds of things like that. And again, these people are light workers as well, a great deal of them. And you'll know them. They work around you in your work environment, and their families, friends, and they're people that you know on social media too that you have a nice interaction with, right? You're discussing issues. It's really nice. This card shows a pen, a journal, and a compass, and a key. What you receive from this card when it's upright indicates that this is the optimum time for setting up a very specific strategy for achieving your goals. I forget the microphones right here. Write about the direction you want to go in. Consider any potential change in the course that may be needed. Be aware of the particulars regarding your goals and have some conscious plan in mind. Structure the short-term goals needed to make a long-term goal a reality. This card is telling you to spend some time setting things in order. It's time to take full control and add thought to action and set your sights on the road ahead. Very, very nice. Again, I believe this message is all about manifestation to you. I believe these people are very close in your periphery, and a lot of them are soul contracts, soul connections, and twin flames. So what's going on? This is basically saying if you wake up with the feeling of, wow, I'm glad I woke up, I'm alive, I'm breathing, I have a house, I have this and that. That area of gratitude, then your strategy is basically you write down, this is what I'm grateful for, this is what I'd like to receive, and you simply release it. It has got to be released. We cannot attach anything to it. Not conditions, not time frames, not because we're talking in the present. It already exists. It just has to come to our door, right? And we open it up. So we release it in the knowledge and trust that what is meant for us will not pass us by, right? What is meant for us will come to us. So that's your strategy, right? Yeah, no panic, no anything. That's really beautiful. Did I read your crazy affirmator card? Yeah, that was at the beginning. I love that. So that's you guys. My cats are going bonkers. Stag Spirit, take the lead. I love that. So that's you guys. If you're new, don't forget to press like and subscribe, and press the little bell too, so you'll know when all the new videos come up as well. All my links are down below for the Patreon page. We had so much fun. We had chat night last night. It was a lot of fun. We all got to know each other. Yeah, there's a lot of cool stuff on there. So please check it out. And we're starting to develop the Oracle cards. And Ian actually started printing some out, and we're titling them now. It's very, very exciting. Yeah, I'm also now on Instantgo, which is really fun, because then you can click on that and I get back to you within an hour or two, and I do whatever your question is. You know, Mel, I'm going on a date. I feel this way or that way. Boom, you're answered. So that's all done. So don't forget, a Stag Spirit, take the lead. If you feel some kind of way about somebody, let them know. You don't have to kick the door down, but you can be like, hello, my name is Melanie, and I think you're super fun. That always goes over well. Okay, so dear Spirit, bring a gentle touch. Yes. So I'm feeling like, for those who chose that you like a quiet, calmer sort of person. And that's true. I love the people that can soften aggression, can soften the volume of a room. And it can be just like a gentle touch. I don't know if you guys saw Braveheart when the dominant law was the soldiers, the king, or whomever could have the first wedding night with the new brides, and like the soldier comes in and grabs her, and then all this ruckus starts, and this guy charges the husband and puts a knife to the husband's neck, and the new bride comes up and just gently pushes the knife down. And I'm like, that scene made me cry, because I was like, whoa, that's the gentle touch, right? It's like that stopped murder galore. I love people that stop murder galore. It's my favorite. Yeah, all those things, you know, sometimes just a calm moment is what's necessary. Okay, so let me give these a quick shuffle and see what it says for you, what this person has. So your fella has some resilience. I'm going to hold this up because the microphone's up here and it's easier. I take off my glasses to read. Yeah, I don't think so. Sticks and stones may break my bones, and unkind words can somehow drain every bit of joy or color from my once rosy life. But nothing can ever permanently damage the real me. I love myself. I cherish myself, and I vow to remember that I'm always camped out in the depths of myself, even when I don't feel very much of myself. Oh my, cutest beaver word in the history of the world. I have a restricted space on camera, so that's sweet. Again, that is good, right? If you ever feel like stuff is spinning out of control around you, emotions or whatever, pull into yourself. It's very easy. You just go, I refuse to participate, right? You don't have to rescue somebody out there that's getting loud or whatever. Just pull into yourself. Stuff getting out of control, become the observer at that point. Save your energy, especially if you know it's foolish, right? Sure, if you can make it disintegrate with a few words, that's fine. But if you feel like they're going to try to pull you into some kind of aggressive fray, just sit back and be the observer. It's not worth your energy. And a lot of people want to fuel those fumes with more people, right? More people, more arguments, and they want to bring the level up. And lots of times it'll diffuse it too. If you just sit back and observe it, because natural people will start to feel ashamed that they're getting off the rails. Because what happens is we know intrinsically through source when we're misbehaving because we don't feel well. We feel you do something crazy, you begin to feel sickly or you just don't feel well. It doesn't sit well with you because it's not a proper behavior, right? It's not ethical. That's what's going on with this person. Wow, the Hangman, 7 of Wands and 2 of Wands. I feel like a lot of these people are military. Very fierce, very action-orientated, and the Hangman. It's also, okay, this is a couple of different groups. These are actually People that really like to weigh what's going on. You'll know them because they're not the people that join right. If you ask them a question, they don't answer you that second. They like to ponder things. They're like a philosopher. They like to think about it. I feel like a lot of these people are also in the service of some kind of force. I'm hearing force, Air Force, police force, that type of thing, army stuff. They're people, defenders and protectors, for sure. That's really cool. Let's see what's going on. Very interesting group. I feel like these people are very hard for you to read, these people that are crushing on you, because they're very subtle about things. A lot of them obviously are people you work with and people you go to school with and people in the same building and periphery of you, and you see them almost every day. But they're very sly. They're people, you catch them at times looking at you, but that's a natural thing. You're like, they're allowed to look at me. But I feel like a great deal of you know who this person is. Again, they're the person that makes a little more eye contact with you. They are a little more invested in what you have to say. They lean in when you speak. Just like that, for sure. Let's get a let's get a energy oracle card on them. Yeah, so people you work with, and I feel like they're very good looking. They're very physically fit. Adjacent possibilities. I love that word, adjacent. That is a kick butt word. Like when I'm really pissed off, I'm like, I'm happy adjacent. I am amused adjacent. I just love that, adjacent. Not quite, but adjacent. Okay. All right. Adjacent possibilities. It means many unconsidered options, right? So again, these are people you wouldn't necessarily consider, first of all, but they might just be that that person in the office that hardly says boo to you, but you know what, every once in a while they get you a coffee or do something really cute. Sometimes the force of habit keeps you stuck and unaware of potentially healthier and happier choices at hand. Yet every moment gives you the option to open a different door and a different course, whether it's in your thoughts, behaviors, or major life decisions. Unlike the indecision card, which indicates confusion and facilitation of which course to take, the adjacent possibilities card is here to tell you that you have many options. And it's time to take a wider look at things. As you consider the many life choices available, you'll feel more and more empowered and motivated to make the decisions and bring happiness, strength, and forward motion. Wow, in terms of your goals, this card could indicate an unknown and previously unconsidered ideas. Perhaps there's a marketing tool you haven't thought of or a connection you haven't tapped into. Be conscious, be aware, and be flexible, and be willing to take new and different action now. Ooh, that's wonderful. And as I was saying that, I was getting other messages, 2 other messages. Professional athletes are in this group, and weirdly, tech people that come and fix your computers in your building. So keep an eye out. People love to be engaged when they walk into a new place of business that they have to work at. They adore that somebody makes them feel welcoming by a hello or whatever. That's just it. You put them emotionally at ease, and people are very responsive to that, for sure. Okay, so that's you guys. Yeah, keep your eyes open, and sometimes you just know, right? It's that little look of, hey, could you help me out? I just walked in your building and I don't know what's going on, and you just smile and say, hey. Yeah, and also giving people directions when they look lost. If you use your eyes and your senses, you're going to know when people feel uncomfortable or out of their element, right? And to just give them a little bit of a hand is really beautiful. I'm trying to think what other messages. Yeah, I feel like just remember your priority is your relationship with spirit. And when you're on level and you're not saying cruel things to anyone, you're not judging other people, you're just in your 4 corners of, authenticity, honesty, integrity, and love, that you just hum along nicely like a well-oiled machine. You don't have regrets. You're not looking over your shoulder because you said so-and-so was a biatch and now they're coming to get you. Stuff like that. You're just chill. You know what? Everything is just aligned. That's the message. Your alignment, because you're starting to really attract people, places, and things magnetically. So keep that in mind, you guys. That's beautiful. I love that. So if you're new, don't forget to press like and subscribe. Press it. Ding, ding, ding. Press that bell so you get all the notifications, what's going on. All my links are down below for private reads and my Instantgo, my Etsy store. I have all my rings that you guys love on there. I just put these collar necklaces on there. I wanted to keep every single one. There's this stuff called Solar Druzy. it looks like a rainbow popping through the crystals. And there's also watermelon tourmaline mixed in with it. And it's like, I just can't even believe these came out the way they came out. They are sublime. So go check it out, you guys. Totally nuts. Okay, so we're going to go on to Crow Spirit. Wow. This is my animal spirit. I love it. So co-create with spirit. I love that. We're going to start you guys with an affirmator card to see what your person is like. So independence. So they have some independence, which is good, right? There's nothing more annoying than when you come home from like a trying day and you have to entertain someone who's either insecure or has no other interests besides you, right? I can't even imagine what that would be like. So this person is independent. I embrace total independence, and I see how empowering that is. Even when I'm in a relationship, I can still be independent by meeting my own needs and creating my own happiness. When I do that, I am the fullest version of myself, and I have much more of me to give without needing pieces of me in return. Yeah, you ever try to give yourself in so many directions to just say friends, family, co-workers, everything, and you just feel frazzled, right? You get emotionally drained because it's too much, right? That's why my best and biggest improvement in my life is after watching Abraham Hicks stuff. She's actually Esther, but I just call the theories of it is that we try to jump into the next day, the next month, the next year, and just be like, go, go, go. Why are we making these lists? Why are we trying to accomplish? What we should be doing is go, what's my soul's purpose? And then take nibbles out of it, right? Little baby steps and go, yeah, I did it. Instead of like becoming fractured because we want everything at once, everywhere. I've never had the fear of missing out thing, but I have had the urgency to complete something, right? When I get an idea as an artist and a jewelry maker and all those things, I'm like, I have to do it right now. But I'm like, why? Where is that idea going to go? That's what a journal is for. That's what Albert Einstein, Tesla, all those people that had all these theories, ideas, and thoughts did. They wrote it down so they could come back to it in a timely manner, right? All about taking it easy. So that's what the Crow Spirit's about, and that's what independence is about, that you have your time to sit back, right? I love the saying, just wait and see. Just wait and see. Wait and see is the opposite of urgency. And I love it because, it's all about, you're putting your mental chatter on pause. I'm looking for these cards. I'm like, yeah, you put your mental chatter on pause. You take a breath. You wait and see how things are going to go. You know what I mean? You're always in these crazy marathons of imagined scenarios. Who gives a flying shit? Who are we racing against? We're not racing against time because we already all decided that we have all the time in the world, right? That's my other new philosophy that keeps me chill. And I swear, time, age-wise, is going back for me. All the little lines I used to have around here are softening around my mouth when I used to tighten it, when I was like, I have to finish this necklace, this collar, I have to do this, I have to do that. I would get all these fine lines because I would get tight and constricted. But we want the opposite, right? We want open and free and all the time in the world attitude. Definitely is the opposite. And then you just breathe easy. You eat well. You set yourself up for victory, right? You start with good food in the morning so you're not hungry. You're well rested so you're not angry or exhausted and not snappish, right? We pause before we answer anybody because we want a well thought out dialogue with people. We don't want to insult them. Whoever these people are, they're going into Fort Knox and all the doors are going to open and all the gold's going to fall out, and Hercules and Fabio, but better looking than Fabio, and all these treasures are coming right toward you. This is absurd, this group. The Empress, the King of Wands, and the Princess of Wands. Yeah, this person, you are an ideal hot fire match for them, and they are passionate and beautiful and lovely. And I feel like a lot of you already know them, or you've dated them in the past and you guys are on a break and you're going back because you're realizing, wow, that passion was really good. You just have to work on the emotional front of stability, because sometimes where there's passion, there's envy, there's jealousy, there's mistrust for whatever reason, probably because you guys are very good looking, you're very social, so you feel like what are those things where, like, remember that all the housewife shows and stuff like that where they're always all suspicious, and it ends up a great deal of the time, the men, the women, whatever, they're cheating on each other. And it starts out as that little thing of that weird little, the phone goes down really quick when the woman or man walks in the room, that just lack of eye contact, all that. So I feel like that a lot of you had those trust issues in the past, but you're realizing, hey, I am going to free fall into love and just let it embrace me. And I'm not going to have all those weird. Yeah, this is the thing too. I feel like anytime we add mistrust or envy, jealousy, any of those things into it. We right away are setting ourselves up for those things to occur, because nothing makes somebody feel less appreciated than someone that doesn't trust them, someone that doesn't believe them, someone that doesn't believe in them, things like that. It will be a self-fulfilling prophecy when that happens. So that's just a warning shot. But there's so much fire involved in here, and the stakes are so high because the love is so bright and resilient and gorgeous that this person who's crushing on you, when you'll just feel it. It's like you've stepped out into the sun when they approach you, and I feel like you have to do very little. This person is coming towards you, and a lot of them, there are soul contracts. This is fiery, hot. It's very passionate, and you feel instinctively like you just want to get up and start making out with them. Just make out with them. It's crazy. I love it. Oh, and here's your card. It's called Boundless Love. Yeah, they're like super passionate, and they're just attractive looking too. So you're like, yeah. Okay, so boundless love. Today I'll open my eyes a little wider and walk a little taller, noticing the world around me is filled with tiny miracles. With this in mind, it's easy to fall in love over and over again with everything from honeybees to neon signs. And while I'm feeling inspired in this love, there's even glitter on these glasses. Oh my God, Kat. Everything else sort of falls into place. Beautiful. Yeah, you're going to start to feel like ridiculously euphoric. Honestly, it's one of those things, right? It's our natural chemicals in our system that start to come through, and you actually feel high, right? You feel ridiculously happy. You feel like everything is possible. It's wonderful, because when you operate on that high vibration, that's why our guides are continually trying to match us up, because why wouldn't they want you on your highest frequency vibration? When people are in love, they're happy, they're giving, right? Of course they want that. Ooh, so appreciation. That's part of the reason you're getting this Fort Knox full of hot men, hot women, gold. What else? Unicorns, a holy grail. What else could we get you while we're out there? Leprechauns, all kinds of things. Pegasus, a new horse. Yeah, I feel like it's Christmas times Easter times 4th of July for you. It's amazing. And this is why. This is absolutely 100% why. When you wake up, you have gratitude and appreciation for what you're already receiving. You already know that you have continuous bounties that arrive to you, and that everything you want is already in existence. You're just calling it in by allowing it and saying, thank you for what I already have, right? And I'm going to say, I would not say this if I didn't live it every day, because I know where our focus goes and then we release it is where our bounties come in. For the longest time, I didn't have a chance to really take care of my Etsy stuff. And again, of course, attention of it fell off. And then I made a lot of beautiful pieces. I put them on. I was all excited about it. And then I released. Boom. People were coming in left, right, and center. It's that one thing of you put your focus and love in it, and then you release it, right? And that's exactly what's going on here. And you have appreciation for everything you're receiving and your past loves and the people around you. So you're becoming more and more bountiful. And you're up at Empress level, which just means everything that you're receiving is top quality in people and places and things. This card shows a woman holding a single rose. She enjoys the scent and beauty of the single blossom, yet around and behind her there are bramble bushes. She could be focusing on these, worried that she might get caught up in the prickly branches with difficulty. Instead, she's pausing and experiencing a blessing of a single flower. The sun is breaking through the clouds, shining on her choice and the tiny little buds waiting to open up. This card upright is telling you that you have much to be grateful for, and like the flowering bush behind the woman in the card, there is more to come that you can yet to see. Congratulate yourself for every moment you choose appreciation. Seriously, there is no bigger reward from source and universe than those are out there that have gratitude and appreciation for their family, for their physical welfare, for every little thing, right? Since we're all connected on one level of consciousness, it's like that. Like, I'm mesmerized by hummingbirds and bees and little things like that. And sometimes I get a wellspring up in my heart of just such joy that these things exist. And those are the days that are the most beautiful and calm, right? Look at all these little, we have we have an abundance of everything everywhere. And if we just say, hey man, thanks for this, thanks for this cup of tea to that barista, thanks for holding the door for me, all those things, it just propels everything to a lovely stream of caring, kind energy, right? So that's you guys. Beautiful. I gotta fan myself. There's so much passion and crazy stuff a-raging in this. You just better put on your seatbelt because you're going in for a ride and a half. Look at that, Empress. Ooh. I would love to just go to Whole Foods and that. I would wear that for sure. I would wear that too. That would be a little cumbersome with the gold wings, but that, yeah. I'm so fascinated with Egypt. Comment down below if you're fascinated by ancient Egypt. I have a crazy, crazy fascination. I just got all the scarab beetle stuff and the Eye of Horus, and I know the whole history inside out and backwards. I know all the pharaohs. It's like I can't get enough of that area. I think I existed there at one point in time because of my dreams and stuff. But yeah, let me know. So that's you guys. Wonderful. Let me know if you're new, and you can like and subscribe and press the bell too, and then you'll get all the notifications of the new videos. All my information is down below if you press the little gray arrow, so it'll tell you from everything that's going on everywhere. My Patreon page, my all my stuff for private reads, my Etsy page, which you should check out. I just put all these gorgeous solar like solar quartz collars, all this beautiful natural stone stuff on there. Really, really gorgeous. Anything you want down there. And you can also email if you have any questions, because a lot of people are like, oh, hey Mel, I have this, that, and I will answer, and I will get back to you 100%. So that's beautiful. So next is Bobcat Spirit. Life is a mystery. That's beautiful. Life is a mystery. I get so happy sometimes when I wake up. I'm like, what's going to happen today? You know what I mean? I just get excited. So let's see what your crush has in terms of a personality trait. Oh, they have depth. Look, it's an onion with a wig. Oh my God, it's Trump. No, kidding. It's an onion with a terrible hairpiece. As new people show up in my life, I look for all the weird, wonderful, and complex layers below the surface. I can't be surprised by someone's depth of character unless I'm willing to peel back the outer layers and go a little deeper. It's like the brand new saying goes, don't judge an onion by the haircut. Look at that. Oh my God. Yeah, people are, again, yeah, when you're first approached by somebody, if they ask you out, because again, I'm feeling with all these groups, you're the one that's going to be approached. You're just going to be sitting all quietly at your desk, at your job, at your cafe, wherever you are. You're just going to be ultra, ultra chill. And somebody's going to just approach you, you know what I mean? And at first sight, they're going to seem a little awkward. I feel like a lot of these again, like tech people. I feel like tech people, visitors to your office, visitors to your restaurants, things like that. And they just seem a little like too definable, like in a box, you know what I mean? Like just, but again, never ever judge anybody. I can't tell you how many times I thought, oh my God, this person is such a square, and they end up having the best personality. They ended up being so super funny. Yeah, just authentic, cool, artistic, like things you never know. So again, yeah, we're not judging anybody about anything. I love that. Don't judge an onion by the hair. Ooh, the Emperor. See? Yeah, this person is a prize. That's right. They're very logical thinking. Yeah, very balanced. They're in a restful state. The Four of Swords, I love this. This is a restful state. So this person is, they may appear, you know, they're not a fast moving like fire sign and with purpose. They almost might seem a little groggy because the person at this time of year, they're in a restful state. I feel like this is the time too, this is a warning to you too, to not get overwrought in terms of people, places, and things, to be very selective and discerning where you're going to go and with who. Because if you overdo it, you might not have the energy then to reach out and do things with people you really want to do it. And this male or female is, yeah, Emperor, Empress level stuff. Very smart, decisive thinkers. So I feel like these are going to be the problem solvers in your group, whether it's at work, your church, your hospital, all those things. These people are just, bam, they're decisive. Something comes up and they're like, they don't feel like they have to collaborate to find the answers. They seem very independent. This person seems a little set apart from the group because it's how they operate. They have singular vision when they try to, they're huge problem solvers. So what happens is they have to pull away because they don't want distractions. They're numeric, they're logic, they're all those things. But people really respect and defer to them because of their expertise in this. They're studied. They know what's going on. They know the parameters they get to work in. They know how to delegate. Very authoritarian, very good for you, very healthy outlook on life. Yeah, oh, I like that a lot. Let me see what we have for there. So funny. I have where's my cards? It's so funny. Oh, there they are. Oh, they're buried. I have, like, where I'm at this work thing, I have so much of a window where I can't lean too far. I'm out of the shot, and like he gets so upset. He's like, I put the tape everywhere so you know where to sit. You know, to one time at the beginning of the thing, I was halfway behind the cards because the cards will be up in the corner. They'll be up here. And I kept leaning to the left. I don't know why. And I was actually behind the cards for a lot of the read. It was hilarious. I was like, oh, hello, Zeus. Oh, look at this. Let me get a card. Yeah, but I have to then. And another cool thing that I'm interested in, why the cats don't come up. They come everywhere all the time. Oh, I had this the other thing, Angel of Love. Oh, this puts another facet. Yeah, I'm getting another message too. This puts another facet on. After I read this, I'll tell you what other message I'm getting in terms of this. Oops. It's funny, I have this amber ball. Isn't this the coolest thing? I have to hold this every once in a while. This is my grounding tool. A lot of you people are saying that on your comments, how do you ground after you get, you know, if you're meditating, if you're thinking, if you're getting ringing in your ears and messages and things like that. Dark stones, I like amber a lot, but dark stones, I always have tourmaline. It's a big brick of it. I just hold it. Music, freaking calming music, ohms, things like that. Singing, dancing, taking off your shoes and standing on the earth. Fastest method, going out, hugging a tree, other fastest method as well. So let's see what the angel of love. Tender connections. Yeah, I feel like you guys are definitely due this connection soon. This is like within weeks, which is great. This beautiful angel comes with roses in her hair and rose-colored wings. She holds a rose quartz heart radiating tender, loving vibrations, bringing you compassion and affection. If you're looking for new love, this angel brings the message of its upcoming approach. Or if you're longing for a deeper, more intimate connection with somebody already in your life, she's here to say that far greater tenderness is available to you. Either way, remember that your first intention for tenderness must be directed inward, and the compassion that you demonstrate toward yourself will influence the energetic potential of these events. Oh my God, yeah, in a significant way. The angel of love is smiling on you and forging connections in an energetic realm. Yeah, because I feel all this heat and passion around you and stuff. And I feel that one of the person coming toward you, because they're so logical, they're trying to form like, what is the freaking word? Like a balance sheet in their head of, well, if I went up to him or her and I said this, what would happen with that? So they're trying to navigate this approach. So if somebody comes up to you and they look special needs, they're trying to actually, they are not an emotionally intelligent person as much as they are a logic thinker, so they might appear awkward. So graciously try to help them navigate that approach, right? Not with, I know sometimes people like to be like a smartass and just stare at them, but you know, show them some compassion, because they are putting their ego on the line and all that by coming out to you. And some people, when they think in one area, their mind more than their heart, it doesn't flow as smoothly. But look at that, the angel of love. And that's why the reason the approach is going to happen, the person that's crushing on you, is that their guides are actually, they're powerhousing down to them, because they're realizing this person cannot, they deserve this love, and that you guys would make a beautiful match, and that they need to recognize it. So they're getting help along the way by these angels of love, which is really, really cute. That's sweet, because yeah, heavy thinkers need to sometimes just go, it's all right, it'll be all right. You know what I mean? You got to give those people respect, because, you know, they put a lot of pressure on themselves. You know what I mean? I mean, I'm happy I know some things, but I don't go gangbusters and burn myself out with trying to. I feel like physicists do that. I was in with a lot of physicists at University of Virginia. These people, man, they never stopped. And I would have to just distract them, because they'd be like, let's go to the lab, let's go do this, let's go back to the lab, let's go do that, and do nickel chloride calibrations and do this, that. And I was like, you guys are going to suffer burnout. You haven't even eaten. And they would just cook big buckets of rice. They were for the most part Asian and Chinese, and they were utter geniuses. But they would just be like, they would quickly boil this huge thing of rice, throw eggs in it, whatever would be protein, carbs for them to eat. And they literally eat like starving animals and then run back and do this. I'm like, it's a very unrestful state. I understand that logical brain, though. It's relentless in its pursuit of answers. Scientific minds, man, my goodness. Wow. So that's you guys, Bobcat Spirit. I love it. I love it. So I think I already did say, but I'm not certain if I did. All my links are down below. If you need anything on a private read, anything is down there. Etsy store, all the cool natural stones are down there. I just put up a bunch of new necklaces that are gorgeous. My rings, stuff like this. Yeah, don't forget to like and subscribe if you're new. And if you are new, welcome, 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 welcome. I am what I am, and I'm not going to change. So if you don't like a little side chat and stuff like that, this is what you get. So that's it. I'm telling you, every once in a while I'll get a person that's like, could you just stick to the cards? I'm like, no, because I also know some things that I feel like viewers like to engage in, and I like you to know me, and I like to know you. That's why I always, takes me a couple of days, will answer all your comments. I want to know what's going on with you guys. I want to know how you feel, how you're growing, what your fears are, how we can fix that. And I'm always going to be here, and I'm always going to answer those comments, because that's why I'm here. That's my favorite part of this whole thing. So next is Peacock Spirit. Let it shine, let it shine. I'm funny, sometimes if I get like fully bedecked out, I'm almost like embarrassed to walk through a store because people start to stare at me and I'm like, what the hell? You never seen anybody wear like, I don't know. Sometimes I get up to some fancy dancy shit like brocades and faux furs because I don't wear real fur. You know, stuff like that. Ooh, I love this. But yeah, shine. Peacock Spirit is all about letting it shine. If you feel like wearing something you think it's over the top, tough shit. How many lives you going through over here, right? You got this coat in this lifetime. You got this fancy whatever in this lifetime. Wear it. I wear crowns. Who cares? So this person, which is wonderful, their main sense is they are giving. I welcome the idea of give and take in my relationships, and I eagerly practice the give part. By giving freely, I discover just how fun giving really is. I give my time, I give my care, and I give my attention. Aww, and it gives me good feelings, which makes me want to give even more. Wait a sec, does that selfishness make me look selfish? Be honest. Selflessness make me look selfless. No, that's confusing. Does the selflessness make me look selfish? Be honest. Oh, that's sweet. But again, with selflessness, just remember too, to make sure your needs are covered, right? You don't want to give away that sandwich if you haven't eaten all day. There's boundaries, right? You want to care for yourself. Again, you want to set yourself up for success. I'm constantly saying that to everybody I know, eat well before you leave. Because I'm one, it's like I can eat like a bird. I don't even remember food or care about it until I start to feel weird. You know what I mean? It's just one of those things because there wouldn't be people around to feed me, or I've worked in the food industry, so if food's nearby and I need it, I grab it. But every once in a while I'll be like, woo, yeah, and you don't want low blood sugar. And also if you're well rested, you're set up for success because you're not going to be grouchy or lash out. Ooh, nice. Ace of Pentacles. So this person, wow. This person, this crush, they see you as a king or queen. They see you as a very regal being. I feel like you're very well dressed. You're very pulled together. You're quite elegant. Ace of Pentacles. This person not only has abundance in terms of personal wealth, they have inherited money. They know how to invest very wisely, so they constantly have money coming to them. But I also hear a message of this being a one in a new year. I feel like your abundance is going to increase as well. You're starting to get, with this new fresh start and these new behaviors you're doing, you're really understanding manifestation is saying, what the most important thing is that I have gratitude for what I already have and the people around me, and whatever else comes is gravy, right? That's it. Yes, I'm going to hope. Well, I feel like hope is a beggar. I feel like you're going to expect all these things and then you're going to release them. That type of thing, right? I don't like when people go, I wish, I hope, I wish, I hope. No, that's saying that it may or it may not. I don't have it, so I have a lack of. I hope means that kind of says I'm not happy with what I have, so I hope this is something better comes around. No way, man. No hope, no wish. I expect this. I expect this money at my doorstep, and I expect it in $100 bills. I expect this beautiful horse in my front barn by the morning. I expect this, I expect that, and not in a bitchy bossy way, but I just expect it because I like it, I deserve it, it's out there. Why shouldn't I have it? I'll care for it, I'll love it, I'll share it, and I will share it. And that's the reason I think I get so much on my manifestations. I mean, sometimes people laugh that live here when I come in and there's like Amazon, eBay, and there's literally stacks of treasures. It's every kind of jewel, every kind of fun, crazy crystal thing. It looks like a gold mine in my house half the time, or fairies just are having an orgy. It looks crazy. And that's because most of what I get too, my husband even gets mad. I immediately give, share, wrap, send off to people. As soon as somebody says, like on my Facebook page, it's my friend, oh my God, Melanie, I love that necklace you made. Guess what? Give me your address. I'm sending it to you. Because that's what it is. Everything is meant to be shared and rotated, and everybody is meant to be giving and let somebody know they're important. You're important in my life. I don't care if I haven't seen you in 10 years. I want you to have this thing because I like you. So again, that's really, really good. Yeah, this person, they're going to have assets. You're going to know. And they're not showy or obnoxious. They simply know that, what is money and materialistic goods anyway, but a form of energy in exchange, right? And people tire of things. I feel like everybody thinks something is a temporary toy, right? I feel like, oh, cars, it's just different levels of toys, and who really cares? And sometimes the more you have, if you're too garish, people dismiss and they don't even take you seriously because you're defining yourself with just stuff. Really, you need 20 cars. Not like Jay Leno kind of cool collectible stuff because they're works of art, but just people that, oh, I need to drive this Lambo one day, this, that, and the other. And it's garish. I have to make everybody know they rev the engine, stuff like that. It's over the friggin' top. But this person is like, they're a person of quality and value, and you're going to know their approach. Again, everybody, I love this because they're going to be obvious in their approach because they're very good communicators and very upfront about this. So let's see. This is going to be the card for your energy. Oh, I love this. I love these energy oracle cards so much. If you guys ever get a chance, I mean, her name is Sandra Ann Teller. I was nicely surprised with these. When I first opened them, I saw some of the artwork and I thought, that's beautiful. And I like the messages. But when I first opened it, it was like, I thought they were very simple, because it was like man holding a heart, man holding a coin, this and that. I was like, what's up with that? But then as I read in and I've been going through them, they're lovely messages. They make a lot of sense. This is about movement, relocation, and travel. Pack your bags. The journey card foretells upcoming travel or a shift in location. It may be as simple as a vacation, a retreat, or a class, or even a work-related trip. Ooh. This card could also signal a move to a residence or job relocation. The upright position indicates the plan should go off without a hitch. Still be clear about your motivations and mindful logistics. All of life is a journey, and this card is telling you that you have some exciting and inspiring adventures ahead. Ooh, I love that. And you do. I feel like there's waves. And I just, if you're fearful of this or what's going on, this person that's approaching you, they are this person today because of what happened in the past. They had to maneuver through a lot of roadblocks and issues with their families and their communities. Yeah, I definitely feel that. So they started to navigate logically, you know, again, with sort of a worksheet. So they know what pans out and what doesn't. They have a very high perspective of things. So yeah, this is a very enlightened together person. So keep an eye out for it, because it's very, very nice. All right, you guys, that's you guys. So if you're new, don't forget to press like and subscribe and press the little bell so you can get all the notifications when the new videos come out. And if you press the little gray arrow at the bottom, because I've had a lot of people go, Melanie, how can I get a private read? They don't recognize the little gray arrow at the bottom. And then all my stuff will come up for private reads, my Instantgo. And if you really want a quick answer, like right then within an hour or two, you can go on my Instantgo, my Etsy jewelry shop. Every single thing is down there. Patreon, go take a look at Patreon. I put up and people can look at the artwork for the new oracle cards. We have that up. So fun. We had chat night there last night. Really, really cool. You join for $1 a month. You can put any amount in and out you want, and then we go and we chat, and I do reads for people on there. It's super, super fun. So go check it out. So that's you guys. I really, really am so grateful for you guys watching, for your beautiful comments. You're such a cool tribe of people. I mean, you really, really touch my heart. I wake up every day and I thank my lucky stars. I'm like, how can I be making my living at what I absolutely adore, with wonderful people everywhere, with beautiful insights, all this amazing magic around all the time. I'm just gobsmacked half the time, and it's you guys. I have you guys to thank for you. You talk about me, you promote me, you comment, you subscribe, you keep this show going, and I'm really, really grateful to you. So thanks, you guys. Mwah.